The Transition Programme is a scheme involving employability workshops and training courses that equip graduates with the tools required to use their engineering knowledge in a simulated project setting. At AFBE-UK Scotland, we believe that the key ingredient to a successful transition is not necessarily vast amounts of work experience, but rather having sufficient access to industry's most valuable resource, the people. The transition team partnered with industry specialists from Shell to provide protégés with a simulated corporate experience close as possible to the real thing. The Careers Workshop took place on the 8th of October 2016 at Shell's Woodbank office in Cults, Aberdeen, and over 40 students attended the event, which began with an enlightening talk titled My Transition Story from Dr. Alastair Hope, the project director for Brent Decommissioning, Shell UK.
I think today's a great opportunity for students to come and learn about the recruitment process in a big international company, to try it in a free environment, if you like, so they can free to be themselves, free to have a go, maybe fail, maybe get some great feedback on what they're doing well, and some feedback on where they can improve. So it's a free test ground, if you like. So just come along, try it, and learn.
Transition Programme Manager Philip Anedula explained the PPD approach to the students. PPD stands for Preparation, Practice and Deliver. The necessary business, soft and hard skills required in order to be career ready were then assessed by the industry experts in mock interviews.
You have people who come here from all disciplines, mainly in engineering, but again, you often find people from business management disciplines or even legal disciplines. They just want to find out a little bit more about the skills that they need for their futures. So being able to input in that and being able to feed their expectations and just build their motivation, because a lot of people just don't understand how the skills that they've gathered, especially from farther regions than the UK, are translatable to the goals that they have in the industry.
The interviews have gone really well. We were able to ask students questions about their competencies, about their relationships, about what they would do in certain circumstances, using examples from their experience. And it was quite interesting to hear the varied experiences that people have, the varied responses that we received. Many of those discussions were quite positive, and we were able to give them some feedback as well, which we hope will help them.
The objective of the Transition Programme has always been to give candidates a safe place to fail, and in doing so, to learn from their mistakes. This was reflected as immediate feedback was given to each student following their mock interview.
The feedback was very, very detailed, very, very helpful, and hopefully when I am in an interview situation in the future, I'll be able to remember the comments and the feedback and apply it in a new interview setting to improve my performance.
My CV that they went through was really handy as well, because they pointed out specific bits, because at uni when we get advice, it's general advice on what we should do for our CV, but it was great to have them specifically look through the CV and tell me which bits needed improving and how to improve it as well.
The students, who had been split into groups of 5 earlier in the day, were then given the opportunity to demonstrate their communication, teamwork and problem-solving skills in a case study of a failing bicycle firm, with each team giving a presentation afterwards.
Work assessment center simulation was also really nice. It gave me an opportunity to work in a group of people who have different personalities, and to adapt and choose, work together to make a good decision. And yeah, it was nice to receive feedback, because I feel it's also personal, depending on who's the assessor. So it's also trying to see what the assessor is looking for, and just go for it.
We were all thrown into an unfamiliar situation. Had to work together, find a common goal. So it was pretty fun.
The day concluded with general feedback and instructions on applying for the Shell Work Experience programme. The transition has now reached over 350 students since it began in 2012. And a recent online survey of former transition program attendees showed that 50% of survey respondents secured a job in a relevant role within 6 months. This figure increased to 70% within 12 months.
Overall, I'd say that it's been a wonderful experience. I would really like to have this going again, and it's been great working with AFBE on this project.